Hello. There we go. So, hope you're all right. We're getting ready to race in the Apex Racing League GT3 AM Trophy again. It's round 7. I'm just going to turn him down a touch if we can. Yeah, so it's we'll just have to see how things progress. I'm not being very good here. Well, in general, since this went on. Are you getting the desktop audio? That's what I want to know, because this is doing me head in. There we go. Is that better? There we go. You should be getting some desktop audio. I don't know what is up with this stream. This is getting very annoying. It just keeps changing what it wants to do. But yeah. So, I hope you can hear it loud and clear. We will just go out into a car and here we go. Let's see, there's a few cars going around, so you should be getting some audio now. I'll turn it up a touch so I'm not overdoing it. But yeah, I need to remind you to move the virtual steering wheel as the different definitions are cutting it off. Voice audio not showing the car yet. Thanks, Ian. Glad you joined us again. If I go to practice, you should be able to see all the details in the bottom left-hand corner of the car. Hopefully. I'm hoping that's coming up. You should be able to see that. Hopefully you can see the virtual steering wheel and my controls on the left. But yeah, we're just in the pits at the moment. I haven't done any testing for this. I've got a setup. But we'll just have to give it a go. It's need to move it up half a steering wheel dimension.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
Right, let me just have a look. I presume you mean the steering wheel in the bottom left, Ian. If that's what you mean. Where was it? It was here. Show driving controls, graphical. Shock. Does anybody know how you control it? Let's just have a look. Let's go into a car. I should be able to move stuff up. Now it works. Okay, cool. So if I stay in the car like that, you can see everything. Just give me a thumbs up, Ian, and let me know that. If I stay in the car like this, you can see pretty much everything. But you need to see the virtual steering wheel, the timing, the pit lane, rear view mirror, myself, and the relative on the right-hand side in the black box. It's okay to highlight it, is it? Okay. Let me just go back to it and see what we can do. Okay. Right. Okay. So that's how you move stuff around. So if I move that slightly up like that, hopefully that will be a bit clearer to you. No, not telemetry. Hopefully that has done the trick for you. And that is a little bit higher. Brilliant. Okay. So I will move the black box. Does the black box need moving up as well on the right-hand side, or is that pretty much clear what's going on? So I am just also looking at the Newcastle game. Absolutely terrible. We're already down to 10 men. Don't ask me what Kieran Clark did. He was already sent off before I got that far. So, yeah, I'm glad you can see everything now. So hopefully... No, you can't see all the box, so that needs to move up. Okay. Let me just do that. Oh, sorry, the checkered flags come out, so I'll do that in the practice session we just got coming up. Oh, it's qualifying. Sorry, not practice, but yeah. Alt K. Okay. So we'll move that up a bit as well. I don't know why it's a bit like that, but there we go. That should be a little bit better for you all. Setup's on. I'll stick the qualifying setup on, which is going to be fun because, I mean, surely I just want to run for the whole time around Le Mans. 10 litres. No, I'm going to up that because I want to be able to run for the whole session. So I'm going to put 25 in, 26 in, because Le Mans is such a long track and we're going to need the slipstream. So I better get out before everybody else disappears. Don't ask me why it still says telemetry. There we go. Out we go.
Looks like you're clear on the pit exit. Okay, David, we've got 8 minutes to do the business. The track temperature...
8 minutes, and it's a 3-minute lap. So what we've got is a chance to maybe get 2 laps in. As you can see, it's really tricky on cold tyres at the moment. I mean, you got to remember, it's pretty much December. Sorry, it is December now. Happy Christmas, everybody. We can finally say it. No, it's not going to be a happy Christmas. Should it stopped. There we go. I'm not going to... just going to bring it back out with gravel from there because actually... let's just pop it back to bits. Sod it. Come on. Sort yourself out, Dave. Sort yourself out. Get these tyres up to some temperature and let's go racing.
Pit exit's clear.
See the MotoGP pit lane on the right. I understand why we don't use it for cars though, because I mean, look where it comes out. That's better. So we're not going to get any slipstream. We're just going to try and run a time. If I can get a time in, that will be the best. But right now, I think I'll have as long as I'm quick enough, I should have enough time for 2 laps. Oh, it might be pushing it, so got to get it warmed up on this lap, ready to go. Because I need that lap. I need the first lap to count quite well. It's very easy to pick slowdowns up around here. Very easy to pick, well, a lot of things up around here. Beer normally. So yeah. I mean, a lot of people won't qualify, I guess. Won't get a chance to get a lap time in. So just getting a solid lap time in, because if you make one mistake, that is it. And you've got the pressure on the next lap. As you can see, very slip slidey here. It's all about just getting a lap time in. So let's hope we can do that. Yeah, I'll be honest, Newcastle really needed to win this game against Norwich. You know, it's a massive game for us. So we'll see, we'll see. Ooh, just had a chance. Should really start concentrating on driving and watching the game, but you know, got it on my phone next to me. So far, so good. The other good news is I'm going to get a second screen. So I'll be able to stream, see your comments, and still play the game. Brilliant. So we're going to be looking forward to that. I hope it comes tomorrow. It's I've only ordered it about an hour ago, but companies say it's going to be here tomorrow. So if it is, I will let you all know, and we can praise the company. If it isn't, then to be honest, I can still praise them because they're the ones who got me this computer so quickly and this screen, which I'm just getting a second one of. Only a 24-inch, but it's enough. It's enough. So here we go. We'll go down to Indianapolis now. Oh, Norwich player rolling around on the floor. Norwich trying to get more men sent off. Just rolling around on the floor like a little baby. I need to learn some more off MotoGP. Yeah, it just dived. Absolutely dived. Newcastle player just went into him but didn't touch him. Apart from running wide into him. So, yeah. Got a free kick and no card, luckily. Complete idiot. Norwich can go. Which is ironically the team most local to Kings Lynn as well. So this is a bit of extra meaning in this for me. We really need to get that 3 points if we can. If not, we can not afford to lose. I'll tell you that. Eddie Howe, I think, will be able to do the job for Newcastle, but we'll see. Anyway, this ain't a football stream. I am an arms dealer. Anyway, I can't sing either. Right. But that is how long the lap is. So you can see it's going to take us a good amount of time. It's thinking we're not... Yeah, it's saying we've got 2.5 litres of fuel, which luckily... Or 2.5 laps of fuel, which is all we're going to need because we're only going to get one lap in. Rides the curbs quite well across there. And here we go into our qualifying lap for the Apex Racing League GT3 AM Trophy. And we just got to get lapping. Just got to get lapping. That's all it's about. As you can see, I'm lifting nice and early for that. Trying to turn in on the brake so it gets a bit squirrely. Out of the corner. Tyres not up to grip just yet. I think the tracks have got slippery on iRacing as well. And after last night's stream and it going so well, I'm actually debating doing a stream of relegation to promotion, because I'm so close actually with another race to probably getting back to my A license. So I might restart a stream after this. We'll have to see what time it is, or I'll do it tomorrow. A stream of trying to make it to A rating in this final week, and then I won't be touching it through week 13. You ain't got a chance of that. So I'll head down to the first chicane, just working out where to brake. Bit early, but got it slowed down for the corner. That's the main thing. Don't want to be picking up any penalties if we can get away with it. I mean, Norwich and Newcastle teams with two new managers, Eddie Howe and Dean Smith. Bit harsh on Dean Smith at Villa, I think, him going. I know they've brought in Gerrard and done very well, but new manager syndrome. But I think, while it may seem like the right decision, I think it's still harsh on Dean Smith. I thought he was doing quite a good job at Villa. And as for Eddie Howe being back in the Premier League, I think it's okay as long as he doesn't go spending money like he did at Bournemouth, because he was spending money in a position where, well, it wasn't a problem. You know, who he acquired should have been good enough, but players like Solanke just weren't good enough, and they spent a lot of money on him.
The leader has just done a 3:58.1. The leader has just done a 3:56.6 seconds.
So just looking now, Godolphin, Alberto, 3:56.5. He is in the championship hunt, and look at that, because it's such a long lap. I'm not expecting to be within 4 minutes, by the way. Looking at them times, I think I'll probably be about 4:01, possibly, because of the length of the track, but we'll see. I've got a setup on that is meant to be decent, and obviously I'm just trying to eke it round so I don't get a penalty or anything, and keeping it clean, because that's what I really need now. Clean race. Got one lap of fuel, so this is a lap that counts for me. Tyres have come up to temperature, so it takes about a lap around Le Mans to get these tyres up to temperature. I'm going to keep it tight. A lot of people would probably go a bit more right, but I'm going to keep it tight here so that I've got the shortest run to the corners. And here we go now. Trying to keep it flat through this one. Little lift through here. Bit of braking. Just want to keep it as tight as we can. Oh, don't run too wide, because we'll pick up a slowdown there for sure. Go through to final chicanes. Now this is a horrible thing about Le Mans. You can get an absolute cracking lap, and then it could all go wrong here, because you could easily pick up. Oh, that's okay. We're going to come across the line, but it's checkered flag anyway, so this is our one and only lap. 4:03. Oh dear. I know I haven't practiced, but that is, I mean, relative to length of a lap, that ain't too bad, but I don't know where it puts me in. We'll just see some other people going round. It puts me last at the moment, 17th, but obviously whether some people will get a lap in, we'll see. It looks like Kajela won't, Loxon won't, Gerling might, Pedrero won't, Giovanotski won't, Rui Palmes won't, Hertford won't, Adam Kines won't, Malaford. Wow. So actually, I might stay where I am, to be fair. Godolphin, Matthew McBride. Anybody else on the track still? I think that's stalled, so we'll just... Oh, right, okay, but it won't get the lap finish. So actually, I timed that quite nicely. Did I? I'm not sure what's happened there. They've got 4 minutes remaining to complete the laps, so I'm actually going to... Just bear with me a minute. I'm just going to restart the session on mine. So just bear with me and I will go back in when I can. Just joining it now. So I'll just have a look at your comments. 2 screens, more crashing then. Yeah, probably. Which PC company did I use? I used eBuyer, actually. You just have to keep going on there and then they will... what you want will come up when they've got it. So you just have to keep looking. Just keep looking. Just try and find what you want off them, and you might have a chance of doing that. So head over to eBuyer online. They are very, very quick. The PC I ordered like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It was here by 10 o'clock the next day. My second screen very much linked to turning up tomorrow. So that'll be good, and things like that. So yeah, I would suggest you, if you want to buy anything, head over to them. So we're just going to have a look at, while this is loading up quickly. I don't know why it's asking me to stream F1 2021. I tried to play it earlier, couldn't get it to work. So yeah, there's, well, you can't see it, but there's Le Mans circuit. All 33 official corners of it. Let's see how that goes. Thanks for seeing the stream double dash. Shame you're going out. It would have been good for you to join in, but no worries. So we'll get this loaded up. Remember, you can go see the official TV coverage of this series over on Apex Racing TV. And I think it's Andrew and somebody else, obviously, doing that. That's not a foul. Norwich diving about. What can we do? Oh, well, we're going to get to half-time, it looks like. So that's pretty good. And we have had a couple of chances, Newcastle, so it's not all over by a long shot, but we're just going to get this loaded up. So yes, it was eBuyer, but used. Very good website. Well worth it. Speedy, and be good to see. And hopefully you will all enjoy this race. I mean, obviously that wasn't the best of qualifyings for me, but I always am better in the race. I was carrying more fuel as well, which was good. Oh no, I didn't put the fuel back up, did I? So no, I didn't. I don't know. Anyway, we'll set it for a race. We didn't have a quali set up on either, so I was just trying to get a time in, and then we'll make it hopefully down to turn 1 carefully, because, well, we know what Le Mans can be like. But yeah, this series is a great little series to race in, to be fair. It's good fun. Just waiting for the thing to load. Good save. Sorry, not on the game. I'm just on about football. Dubravka. Yeah, Newcastle doing okay considering we've got 10 men, and it was a centre back that went off, Kieran Clark. So not sure what he did, but it's still. Oh, he's offside anyway with that save. So yeah, hopefully you can see now what is going on the circuit. We've got 43 minutes. I'm down to 19th, but pretty happy with that. Oh, we've got 2 drivers in pits. That's it. So I don't think anybody else. So 19th. I know the time's 2 seconds off the next person almost, but I'm happy with that. That's not bad. Alberto's on 4. Matthew McBride's up there. Alan is up there in 4th. Tor, that's a great lap by Tor to get up there. Paul Cowlishaw's improving each time. Tom Bingham, always in the top 10. Andrew Broom, very good driver. Christian Engelhardt, you're at it, but very good driver. Stuart Widnes, it just hasn't gone for him since the first round. Never in the top 10 of the results after winning round 1.
That's the end of the session. P19.
Just really unfortunate. Christensen, Raffietta, Malinoff. I'm normally racing Nuno, Stocco. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Out of 28 to be 19th. So here we go. We'll go into a race now. Get onto the grid. Oh, set up. Better make sure I have enough fuel on board. Luckily, we don't have to do, unlike that Silverstone stupid one last night, we don't have to do a full lap. Pop the setup on.
Good luck, everyone.
Get some fuel in, because we need every ounce of fuel we can get.
Yeah, good luck.
Apply. Done. Get onto the grid. And we're going to see how this goes. We want the session best lap, I think. Yes, session best lap. On the right hand side, we've got everybody around. I am in the Seesaw digital car, so again, if you want any website details, whether it's SEO, a website building, or anything like that, head over to seesawdigital.co.uk, which is a business for anything to do with websites and search engines and things like that. And hopefully we'll be able to tailor to your needs. The company is also probably one of the cheapest around. I don't think they overcharge whatsoever. So please head over there and hopefully we can, well, they can do some business for you. So yeah, seesawdigital.co.uk. So here we go. Let's have a look. Full tank of fuel ready. Yeah, so full tank is 10 laps. So we'll get past, well, it won't because it's, that estimated laps isn't right. We'll just see how we get on. We'll see how we get on as the race goes on. It's half time, so I'm going to pop the football off and the chat on. We've got somebody not going on the right hand side. Don't know why. Right, I can now officially see your chat while I'm driving. So if you want to say anything or be rude to me, feel free. Of course you can. I'd hope you don't want to be, but we'll see. Comment on my driving, anything like that. Oh, we've got cars now trying to overtake each other and get back into position. Because of that one car, I think it was Dario. No, it must have been somebody even further up, actually. There's cars trying to come back through the field now, which is slightly dangerous. We'll try and get these tyres a little warmed up. Oh, it was Alan. He wasn't with it. And where is he? I haven't seen him gotten back through. Is he further back? No, he must have come back through, so... Yeah, he's back through further up the field. Yeah, he's up in 4th. We'll have a few drivers that probably start from a pit lane, to be honest, yeah. Adam Kines and Jovanovski, both who was just starting behind me, are now starting in the pit lane. It was an idea of myself to maybe do that, but we'll see. But we'll see how things go. Hi, Tyson. Great to see you here. Good luck, head down. Yes, it's not head down, it's get through lap 1. Well, get through the first few corners. To be honest, it's get through the chicane side by side, because everybody will want to have their rolling start. And I'm tempted just to back off and not be side by side in here, but it's really difficult not to, because the light goes green and we're going to be really tight out of here to stay on our side of the track. But we're green here at... Oh, excuse me. We're here green at Le Mans, and off we go. Let's see how we go. Up in P19. My best finish in this series is P15. I'm just going to let these guys go on the first lap if he wants to. He doesn't seem to want to. Wants to hang it around the outside dangerously, Juan Manuel. Just go. Oh, what are you doing? Just leaving no space for me at all. And that's his own fault. I think it was net code as well, because I felt like I was away from him. And I won't get a penalty for that. That was absolutely his own fault. You know, we're side by side for 3 corners. How could you not know I was there? So that's my extra point for Nortex gone. Who cares? But the problem is we have a 16x penalty count. So we've really got to keep this clean, because I got a massive amount of drive-throughs in Austria. 3 drive-throughs in an hour. Because of the track limits being so unpredictable and picky, shall we say. So we're just going to settle in here for now. Probably a bit of damage on the front of my car. I don't think we've lost any positions, don't think we gained any. So I think a good start, good solid start. We need to try and get these tyres warmed up though. Get that yellow box gone on the right hand side of the tyre. There we go. These two trying to go side by side. It's going to give me a bit of an exit on the Ferrari, which is Stocko. He's now got the slipstream. Now I've got the slipstream. I'm not sure what Stocko is doing to try and pull that one. I'm going to let Stocko go. I'm going to move to the inside, let Stocko go, and try and take the position myself under brakes. Oh, that was very close on Stocko, but we managed to do it. With Nuno staying around the outside. Sadly, I didn't get down enough gears in that corner to get a good exit, but we're okay now. And Niels Hofgaard is coming through. I don't remember Hofgaard racing before, so he could be a newbie. So we'll be wary of that, but a good move down at the bottom of the Mulsanne Straight. And up into 18th, I believe this will be. But obviously slow it down into Indianapolis, because we can't. You know, we're not an F1 car. We haven't got any levels of grip. And I'd rather just take it easy. And it looks like that's the right thing to do, because everybody else has took it. And I've not really lost time. I've not gained time, so. Right. Good first lap. Solid first lap. I don't think I'll get a penalty for that. It'll be after a race anyway if he appeals it. That's up to him to appeal if he wants to, but I really don't think there's anything in it. He didn't leave me any room whatsoever. And we don't need to worry too much about X's, so I could take a few risks on, like I did on that entry of that corner. I didn't know you could take that line until I saw Mattia in front taking it, so keeping him for 4th through this corner for now, just trying not to wear the tyres out too much. That was nice and smoothly done. And we're actually pulling away from Hofgaard behind, so no worries from him at the moment. And that is only the end of lap 1. Shows you how long this race, well, this race is only going to be an hour, but it's going to disappear actually, because each lap is going to be about 4 minutes long. That lap was a 4:06, and we've got a pit stop to do. Well, I did a 4:18 because of a start when we went green, but it's technically a 4:06. Definitely a bit more grip. I am a lot more careful on the brakes. That's just what I am with my G29. It's so difficult to be hard on the brakes. You know, I don't have the feel direct drives do, but that's just how it is. And we're now going to launch it onto the Mulsanne Straight for the 2nd time. I'm going to try and hopefully pick up some slipstream from Stocko. Oh, something's happened behind, and Jovanovski's up to 20th now. So that worked for him starting from pit lane, because after a lap, he's back where he would have been. He was starting 20th anyway, so yeah, not too bad. Probably picking up a little bit of slipstream because there's so many cars, but I'm not too fussed at the moment. They're going to have their fight. There's going to be contact. Somebody will spin out at some point. So, I mean, I'm not saying they're dirty drivers. It's just inevitable. There we go. That's Christian Engelhardt, who has absolutely rapid pace in these cars, but just either zero luck or puts himself in wrong positions. I don't know, but he's down to from 5th to outside. Well, I think he'll be 18th, so he'll be outside the top 15. I know that for sure. So that should move us up into 15th place. And say that is a PB at Sebring. Maybe I just like these endurance tracks. Sebring, Le Mans. That could be something. No front grip there, drifting out wide, but got 3 seconds back to Angel Pedraro. And we'll settle in. So yeah, if you've got any questions, any comments, whatever, pop them in the chat. I'll do what I can to reply. But only on the Mulsanne probably, because it's the only place. Oh. I thought something had happened because Paul Cowlishaw said sorry to somebody. So the guys in front have battled a bit, so they are coming back towards me a slight bit. I'm just off the back, which I suppose in this next bit coming up wouldn't be the end of the world. I've got a choice of lines. I can do what I want to do, and I'm not going to get involved with other people. But then on this bit where it's fast and straight line, I'm losing tenths because of no slipstream. So it's a bit umming and ahhing. Can take that cut just about in 3rd gear if you get it right. And as you can see, because I've had a choice of lines and haven't had to worry about the cars in front, I've managed to close half a second just in that little section alone. But then I lose it down here because, well, he's got slipstream. So that's how it generally is going to work out at the moment. But hopefully I can get back on the back of this train. Obviously we have pit stops to think about. So after 2 laps, I started with 72 litres of fuel. So I'm going to check my fuel on the pit straight next time by. So it's about 20 litres for 2 laps. Looking at that. It's now saying we've got 7.6 laps left, which on this tank, which is not going to be enough.
Just done at 3:59.1 seconds.
I am going to try and save a little bit. If I could gain the slipstream. Oh, that was a bit wiggly into there. If I can get the back of them onto a Mulsanne, I can definitely try and save a bit of fuel. 54 litres, so we've used 18 for 2 laps. And we're looking at, well, possibly less than 10 laps, to be honest. 10 laps, no, 10 laps would be roughly 40 minutes, so that's a bit deep there, off the line. Not what I wanted. Just going to floor that, take whatever I get. It's a slow down, I'll get rid of it into the chicane.
You'll need to give back the time gained.
Let's just keep the slipstream for now.
Keep your concentration.
1.3, it is going up, yes, because I've got the slipstream, so I'm actually going quicker than the lap before. I'm a little close, so I'm going to back off anyway. Oh, where did that car come from? Did not see him behind me, and he's spun off now.
Come on, don't let him get away.
Trying to launch it round the outside of me. That was Jovanovski. I know he's quit, but that was just... He just clipped me and then went so late into the corner that it just was never going to work. So really hard done by for him. Down into a second chicane.
The gap behind
Nicely
is now
done.
1.3.
So miles off him. In front. We're okay for fuel for now.
Right side. Still there. Clear right.
Come on, David, don't let him get away.
On your right. Clear right.
Sorry, I'm back now. Yeah, bit of a mistake there. Hi, Eza. Thank you for joining us. It's an evening here now. Well, it's almost night, but yeah, lost a position there because of my mistake at the end of the Mulsanne Straight. That's fine. I don't mind. I'm just going to keep it consistent. I just actually got a little distracted by something just then, which made my which made me have that issue. So yeah, we'll just keep going for now. Oh, understeer. Yeah. We don't. I've got to be honest. Most of the pit stops are gonna. There's not going to be much strategy to this because people are not going to be able to save enough fuel. You know, like normally you'd be able to go 1 or 2 laps longer, or sometimes we see 5 laps longer because people pit early. You're not going to have a massive amount of choice here because of the fuel. I mean, we're now only not even 15 minutes into this race. Not even 15 minutes in. And we're already thinking about our fuel and how we can keep it going as long as we can. Obviously, if you can save yourself a lap of fuel in the pits, then great. It's a bit disappointing that I haven't got crew chief set up to fuel me to the end, so I've got to do it manually. Oh, we're on the grass there. That's a bit difficult. Not sure why he's trying to dive me there and makes contact with me. What an idiot. Why is he doing that? Why did he make that move there? That makes 0 sense. 0 sense by him. 0 sense by that driver to make that move, and he's ruined his race. And he can say that I came back on the circuit, but technically he just took a dive up the inside that was well back. He tried to get out of it. I did leave space, ran out wide and took a slowdown for it. So it says 5 laps of fuel. It's not 5 laps of fuel.
37 minutes into the race.
37 minutes into the race, so we won't need. So here comes Angel Pedraro.
Car left.
Coming back at me.
Hold your line. Clear left.
I'm not fussed. He can go. He had the slipstream. Don't worry, Jim. We've got time. But here we go. So we're going to now go towards the end of Mulsanne Straight. Jovanovski only 5 seconds behind me, so he's on his way back through. But here goes Angel. Was this the guy who dived me? Not sure. I think it is. I ain't going to have a battle with him on the brakes. Ooh, and we've gone a little bit wide, and he can have it. I don't know why he's going defensive already. I'm nowhere near him for the slipstream. Yeah, not going to fall for that, mate. Oldest trick in the book. Old is tricking the butt there. Hey, Loopy. Thanks for coming. I'm going to try and get at least a top 20 here from Le Mans. Couple of mistakes on recent laps has not helped us, but we'll be okay.
The gap ahead is now 0.8.
Paul Robson behind us. Jovanovski. Oh yeah, the drivers that started from pit lane, 3 of them had to start from pit lane. I just remembered about they had a penalty from the last round. So, but again, I don't think it's worth pitting this lap. We're going to be tight on fuel if we do, and it's too early in the race to start thinking about fuel. I think it was in Austria. I tried to be clever with a fuel strategy and ran out of fuel. So after my 3 drive-throughs, that was not ideal. So we're gonna turn in. Ooh, don't care about the X's. Got 10 more to go. So hopefully we can get a bit of decent fuel mileage from this engine compared to some of the others, and make it so far into this race. So we've got it's going to be 20 minutes and we're going to have used like 40 litres of fuel. So we've got another just under 40 left in. So that means I can knock the fuel down to probably about 50 litres, I think, and be on the safe side. So we can knock some time off my pit stop at least. Because there's too many times this season that I've lost time in the pits because of me fueling to a tank. Basically, because I haven't done the time to find out, do all the math calculations. So that is the plan now, to get through to the pit stop. Currently in P18. Jovanovski closing in slightly on me, but nothing drastic at the moment. This is good going. Radiator is on and my hands are sweating, but we're doing okay. Should really put my racing gloves on. Get down to this final chicane. First chicane, sorry. On the brakes. Latest I've been on brakes into there for a while because I've been knocking off slowdowns. So there we go. On to exit. Here we go. I'm just going to knock down. Oh, that's the ABS. No, traction control's okay. Right, I'll have to knock them tyres off next time round. If there is a next time round. I don't think we're going to pit this time. You know, now we're cleaned up the driving. We're keeping pace with these guys, which is good. There is some quicker drivers behind. We know that already. I won't be changing tyres. It may be a long lap, but they get such a rest on this straight that I don't think we're going to overheat them or anything. Get in the slipstream. On the brakes. Not going to run wide this time. Okay, a little bit wide. There is an apex on that corner somewhere, and I will find it before the end of the race. So let's get closed in on these guys. I may have a little bit of damage, so I'm going to keep my fast repair on for the pit stop, because hopefully I won't need it after the pit stop. If I do that, I'll be race over anyway. Jovanovski definitely closing in. He's got past Paul Robson and he's absolutely flying compared to me. That's fine. I am only aiming for a top 20 in this race, which would be a great result for me knowing the season we've had so far. Anything better is a bonus. Obviously, I am going to fight for my position. I want to finish as high as we can. And as we've seen in these races before, a lot happens at the end. Look at Sebring. I was like 18th on the last lap and finished 15th or something like that. So, whoa, a bit offline, turned in too late there. but that's okay. We've got away with it. Up against a safer barrier there. I thought that was smoke, not houses over top of a barrier then. Thought somebody had spun. We're getting quicker and quicker, which is good. We're not making too many mistakes. Slow car on the right. That's Dario. Dario from 6th place. I think he'll be in the pits this time by the looks of that. I'm not sure whether he's had a crash or... Yeah, Jivnovski's going to get me here because I'm going to back off for this penalty. So we'll get rid of that slowdown and we'll try and get on the back of the number 36. And hopefully he can tow us forward. But his paces are dramatically quicker than mine. Sort of close enough to get a bit of help from him at the moment, but we haven't got to the straights yet. It's a good run off there. That's a good run. He ran a little bit wide. I don't know if he's picked up a slow down from that. 1.2. We might pick a touch of toe up. But we can't be too certain. We're just going to keep pushing it on. So I hope you're all enjoying the race. It's actually quite a good race by me for once. Sweaty hands. Keep on running. So I think we're doing really well. I can't... Oh, Paul Robson has caught us up dramatically. He was 2.2 behind. I know I had to back off a little bit, but that is some effort by Paul. Paul, very quick driver again. Going a few instants this year. Not like bad instants, just wrong place, wrong time, I think. So it might make sense to let him go if needs be, but for now we will fight him. Keeping up with Jovanovski, Boski. Not sure how you say his name. Butchering the names here tonight. Let's have a now look. 37 minutes to go, and we've got 25 litres of fuel, so we've probably got another lap in us. Here comes Paul. I'm not going to fight him too hard.
Left side.
If he wants to go through, he's obviously got the quicker car in a straight line.
Still there. Still there.
I've got a bit of downforce on just to keep myself sane through the corners. So Paul's missed the apex of that corner. That's going to give us a good run out, but he wasn't too bad actually, so I'm going to signal it to Matthew McBride down in 23rd. Has he pitted? He must have pitted. Matthew McBride, unless he had an incident on lap 1. Matthew McBride, part of the championship fight, is behind us. Whoa, Paul. I told you, I said this last night. People are testing my reactions on iRacing at the moment. Really testing my reactions to make sure I can do what I can do. So yeah, this is a good race so far. Very good race. I'm quite happy with this. We're just going to keep it going. But that's what I mean with Paul. It's a bit like me all season. It's just the odd mistake costing us good results. And sometimes they're our own, sometimes they're other people. But, you know, it is what it is. All of the curbs through the final chicane. Bit of sideways action there. Right, so 35 minutes left. So in 25 minutes, we have used all that fuel. Yeah, we might need a little bit more. I don't know. Jeez. That's good. Half a second up on my best through there. That's just the first 2 corners. Feather for a throttle on. Don't hate that little bump over the top of there. It just drags you towards the grass. It's saying we've got 2.5 laps of fuel. Now qualifying, I got 1 more lap out of that. But we'll keep an eye on it and just see how we get on. Head down into the first chicane. Obviously no tow, so my delta drops because I've been down there with tow already in this race. That was nicely done. Gained a lot of time through that on my lap, and it's going to be time gained all the way up this straight as long as I get the gear shifts right. Sitting in P18 at the moment. Tor up in 2nd, Gadici 3rd. Tom Bingham's got himself up to 4th and Broom in 5th. It is helped slightly by a few people throwing it off. I think it'll probably be this lap or the next that a lot of people pit. So pit lane's going to be very busy when we get in there. 2nd up on my best lap here. We'll just have a look at the gap behind, 4.3. We've used 3 litres of fuel just down these straights. Wow. It's crazy, isn't it? Ah, somebody murdered a Colin. .1 seconds up. That's good. This is a good lap so far. I'm actually in a bit of no man's land here, but I could lose a position behind if I'm in the pits too long. That was a bit too early on the brakes there, and a bit too early on the downshifts. Lost me a bit of time, but not too much. Oh, caught the curb wrongly. That's spun me round. I'm going to get out of this bloke's way. Now it says 1.8 of fuel, so we've used. He's going to get me. I'll probably let him go into here.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
72, 60. Yeah, 59 could be a bit tight, so I'm going to go a bit higher. I want to be on 62 litres when I come out. Ah, okay, there's a difference. So 62 litres when I come out, and I'm already on 14. So 55 litres. Be all right. I'm going to pit. I'm going to pit this lap. I'm going to come in, box this lap after that spin, give the tyres a bit of a rest.
Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour.
Get in when not many other people will be in. Hopefully that's going to be enough fuel. No tyres. Just got to watch out for my man. Where's my man? There he is. I can see him. Just going to wait here for the fuel stop. I've got your chat. Try and get the chat back on. There we go. Chat's back on. There we go. And now we're heading back out of the pits. Who's that? That is Christian Engelhardt, who's well out of the race. Dario's just gone through. And we're well ahead of Paul, who obviously had his spin. So I think that's worked out not too bad. Alan, who was 4th on the grid, in 22nd at the moment, 11 seconds up road. I don't know if he's pitted or not.
We're halfway home. We think around 32 minutes of fuel left.
32 minutes of fuel left, so that is good. That means I've might have actually got the fuel right for once. We're just going to look at the state of the tyres. Oh, lovely. Look at that. 90s all round. No need to change them. And we can get straight back on it. So, what position are we? Pedrero 8 seconds ahead. Robson 10 seconds behind. Hofgaard 26 behind. And Locken 53 behind. So, we're way and clear of the group behind. But we're not really in touching distance of the group in front either. So, it's just going to be... cooled down just a touch there. It's just going to be try and get this to the end and see where we end up. So I'm predicting I'm probably in about 23rd at the moment, considering Rafa's gone past me and all that. But we'll see when we... Because obviously a lot of people will pit this lap, so we probably won't get a good judge of it this lap round. It's just about getting that good out lap in. Not making too many mistakes. I'm going to go down a gear there just to make sure it doesn't understeer wide. Get a good run out. Yes, that gained us a lot of time. Do that next time round. There's Engelhardt officially retiring from a race. So I think he was out anyway, but just so much speed in that guy, but it's just so many issues as well. So we're now going to try and get to the end of this race. Oh, somebody's off in front. Paul Cowlishaw, who was going really well in qualifying. So he might be a decent driver to catch onto the back of, but he's obviously had a mistake there. He was in P15 across the line. Obviously pit stops all over the place, so we'll wait and see with that. But even with a new fuel load, I'm on a pretty good lap here. So we'll just keep this going and see how we get on. Here we go. So we're going to go down into Indianapolis. We're going to carry a bit more speed than we've been doing. Just drop down one gear. Oh, there's Paul off. I got sucked in a little bit there. Got sucked in by Paul's mistake and almost threw it off myself, but Paul must have some damage. Thanks, Paul. But he is keeping up with me. He's only half a second behind, so he's obviously not got too much damage. We'll just see how he gets off. Malinoff apologising to somebody in the chat, so I'm not sure what he's done. Keep it in 5th gear into here. See if it'll hold on just about. Maybe we have to go down a gear next time by, just to make sure we make it. A bit of a clip of wall there. Onto the grass. Yeah, keep it together. Drop it down to 4th. Keep it as tight as we can. We're going to start losing time in these sections because we've got heavier fuel and more worn tyres. But we'll see how we get on. Let's see if anybody is pitting this time by. Who we can get past is what I mean. Not just anybody, but we'll see where we've come out. 2 free drivers in at least. So I was across the line in 22nd. That's 3 more positions, so that's up to P19. So that is very good. That's back where we were. So for once in the pit stops phase, I haven't lost position. And now we've got to hold off people like Paul, who are very, very quick. I'm actually going to just let Paul go, because there's no point. He's not my fight. He was qualifying in the top 10, so he can drag me along, hopefully towards the others who I lost contact with early in the race. Actually, he made quite a mistake there, so we're going to end up side by side down the Mulsanne straight. He must have a slowdown, so I'm going to purposely give him my slipstream, because I think we can work together to try and close a 10-second gap ahead. Especially if he's quicker than me. he's only a second back, so he'll soon catch me back up. Got a 9.5. 9.5 on the exit of the first chicane. We've got to remember that. As I say, at the moment, can't see the chat. My phone has decided to give up. So if you are commenting, feel free, carry on. I will be replying to them if there's anything in there to reply to after the race. But it's currently concentration time. Try and push this car to the end of this race. We don't want to have to do a splash and dash either, because that will not help. So just keeping it nice and careful. I think we'll be fine for fuel. I guess most people have pitted now, to be fair. But you never know, some people might be pitting this lap by. That's where Paul made his mistake last time by. He's going to have a nice run at me out of here. I'm going to send him to the right.
On your right.
Hopefully he's going to leave me
Still
a
there.
lane each.
Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
He wants to cross. He can come across now. Into Indianapolis. We're still 4 seconds ahead of Hertford. I didn't want to turn him. He made a mistake as well, but I got on the curb, and that's where I had my half spin before, so I didn't want to do that again. I'm just going to use Paul here. I don't see the point in diving up the inside of him into this corner, not on this lap. So we'll just push him along in the draft. Hopefully he knows that hopefully he can sense that I'm a clean racer and I just want to move forward. So get him to start chasing down the car in front, which is now 10 seconds ahead. So we've actually lost time with all that messing around, but it is what it is. Me and Paul can get through to the end of a lap, and hopefully somebody's pitting and we can gain some positions, but I don't think so. Just half throttle into the chicane, give him a bit of space in case he makes a mistake into there. I think he thinks I'm trying to attack him, which I'm not at this stage. And a problem there for me. Oh, Alan Carger is in the pits, so that is going to be another position to me. Got to slow down, so I need to start lifting here. Try and give that back. There we go. Managed to get rid of most of it. Had a good exit, so I got a little bit back, but that's okay. We're okay now. Start backing it off into here. Get rid of that slow down the best we can. Literally a stamp on the brake to get rid of that last 10th. I know it's lost us a slipstream, but we can't take the penalty. That's too wide. Oh, we got away with that. We got away with that, so. It's 2 seconds to Eric behind. We're in P20. I wanted a top 20 from this race if I could. Out of the 28 starters. So, yeah, we still got a chance of that. Eric is quite close. Matt McBride very quick. He was in the top of qualifying, so something must have happened on the opening lap because he's down here, Alan's down here. So we will see whether anything comes of pit lane starts next time by, for instance. But next time out, I can't remember where we're going at the moment. I'll have a look at that later. But we're going to push this to the finish. Just check in. Plenty of fuel. How long's left? 20 minutes left, so good 5 laps of this place left. Anything could happen. Hopefully a few more mistakes in front, possibly. Angel is coming back towards us very quickly, so he's definitely had a slowdown or a mistake because he's now 7.4 ahead. So we're just going to try and see the chat if I can, my phone will be quick enough. Yep, we're back on. Oh, nobody said anything. Oh well.
20 minutes remaining. You've got 20 minutes left.
Quite tense this. because I want this top 20 for the points. Because I definitely score towards my championship. I'll tell you that now. That's how bad my championship has been. So top 20 would be brilliant. I would like to try and get in the top 20 of the points as well, which is probably still achievable. So I'd like to try and do that. But to do that, I really need a good result here. We've pulled out 0.9 of a second on Eric behind us. Matt McBride not closing us at the rate of 40 might. Maybe he's got a bit of damage. I don't know. And if anything, we are catching pulls. Oh, no. Not a huge amount of damage. Eric's back through. And Matt will be on us now. Silly mistake there. Silly mistake. I think I'll be able to catch Eric back up. But it's going to be very hard now to keep this top 20. Well, I'm not top 20 now. Eric is. It's going to be very hard to keep a top 20 position. That was a stupid mistake. Just trying to carry too much speed into the corner. Hopefully not too much damage to the rear end, but I've lost too much down the straight because obviously we've lost a lot down the straight. The Mulsanne straight is not the place to do that. Got Matt McBride right behind me. Obviously championship massive championship contender he is, so I'm not going to play sillies with him. He's quick, and hopefully we'll be able to use him to move forward another position or two maybe by the time he catches us, but he is coming very quickly. I'm going to let him go on the inside because I don't see a point in fighting him. Don't see the point in fighting him. Oh, I can't use him if I start doing that, can I? Here comes Nuno. Now I've just moved out that slipstream so I can keep full throttle because I've been down that straight with slipstream and not have to back off of a... Have to be really careful there because of Nuno trying to... That's what I hate about some drivers. Nothing against Nuno, but if you're going to make the move. Don't be half-hearted. We're losing too much time by you being half-hearted. Just, if you're going to throw it up the inside, throw it. Oh, we're going to pick up another penalty for running wide there. Yeah, we are. Get rid of that chicane. Last lap has been absolutely terrible for me. Down in 22nd now. Still a good result, actually, compared to the rest of the season. Which is for worry. Ahead of people who were in the top 3 or 4 in qualifying, so... Managed to get rid of it under braking for the first chicane. Nicely done. And out we go. We're still within sort of touch and distance. We lost a lot of time to Matt McBride, who's 4.9 up road, and Eric, who only passed us a lap ago, 7.8 ahead now. So we need to use our common sense a little bit now and just try and keep it clean to the end of the race. Don't want to start making more mistakes. Turn into this corner. Oh, back end stepped out slightly. Not the way I want this race to go so far, but we'll keep pushing. Come on, we can do this. See, that is the top 20 just in front of us. We're in 22nd. We've only got to pass 2 cars, or 2 cars have an error, and we're in. So let's keep the pressure on. I think we'll have a few more laps to go as well, so... And when the leader crosses the line, we've got 15 minutes to go, so we've got at least 3-4 laps, depending when the leader gets across the line. So 3 or 4 laps to go. This leader probably has already crossed the line for this lap. Yes, he has. So as you can see from the results on the right hand side, so he's already crossed the line. That's absolutely fine, because that means we may get 4 or maybe even 5 laps, depending on how quick he is. So that's where I should be going down to second, Dave. Come on. Almost made the same mistake again. It's the problem with having a non-direct drive wheel. It's so difficult to get feel sometimes. Losing a bit of time to pull behind, but we're okay. We're okay. I mean, I know it's two silly errors in the same sort of part of the track has left me with 2 spins, which probably cost me about 10 seconds. So I should be in 19th, whatever, even with the pace I've got. But my pace should have been better on them laps, so I would have been further down the road. Anyway, if buts, maybes, doesn't matter. Just trying my best to get a good result out of this race. So we're going to go down into the final corner, up over 4 chicanes. Managed to get stopped that time over that chicane. We have closed in on Nuno just a touch in that final sector, so I think we might be able to get Nuno. And we're up to 21st, so something has happened somewhere, and a driver is either out the race or has had to tow to the pits or something. So we're up to 21st. So is a top... Oh no, not with that. That is the top 20 out the window. Silly mistake. Should have gone down another gear again. Didn't give myself a chance to, and I'm now behind Paul and in 22nd again. See, this is my problem. Just silly mistakes, which... Would I have them mistakes if I had a bit more feeling in the brake pedal? Maybe. But I do with what I've got. And what I've got is a G29, and I make far too many mistakes with it. So that was a silly mistake. It's gifted Paul Robson a position. It's took the pressure off Nuno completely. I'm now 16 seconds behind him. So let's get our head down. We've got...
The car behind is reeling you in.
Yeah.
7.1 seconds.
Of course he's reeling me in. He qualified 3rd and I'm qualified 19th. He's got the pace. Silly person. Silly Jim. Right, Paul Robson 4.3 ahead. We do have a quicker car in a straight line, I think, so we might be able to close a bit of this gap and try and challenge him for the 21st at the end of this race. So let's see. So that's 3 mistakes, which have cost me at least 20 seconds in this race. So yeah, well and truly. Oh, Matt McBride's moved past Eric in front. I was wondering where he'd gone then. There's an apex. I actually just found that apex. I'll never see that apex ever again. Yeah, Paul just driving better than me, but we know he can make mistakes, so we will get absolutely on him now and see if we can find somebody else to make a mistake. We don't go sliding into the gravel. That's another lap. We've completely messed up that corner. Alan is closing in now, and we're going to have to make sure he can't get past. Have we got a 1 lap to go this time by? No, we've probably got 3 more laps to go. So, it may not sound a lot, but then when it's Le Mans, we're talking 10 minutes, so all about trying to get my head down on this one. Make sure I don't pick up any penalties. I've got 5x spare.
10 minutes to go.
It's mainly slow down to get around Le Mans rather than anything else. launch it into the chicane the best we can. That is the best I've done that. Malinoff in the pits. Adam Kines out. Oh no, Kines in the pits. Malinoff being towed to the pits, I think that is. So has that put us up? That's put us up into 21st. Malinoff in the pits. So has that put us into the top 20? Which if it has, that's rather annoying because I was ahead of all of them and I'll be up in 16th. But anyway, if I can get this top 20 home, I will be very happy at the end of the day. But Alan behind us is a very quick driver. I think he missed the opening round, but has been up in the championship since the drop points have been included. That must have been limit of track limits. Jumanowski's 20 seconds behind me, so I should be able to hold him back. But I think I am running in P20. I'm not 100% sure. Hopefully I am. Still not far off Paul if he does make a mistake though. But Alan is closing in. Not what I want him to do. Really don't want him to close in, but here we go. On the brakes. Down the gears. Into the second chicane, keeping it nice and tight. Nice and clean. There'll be a sideways movement on the exit, but one of the cleanest times I've been through there. Gained a huge amount of times on my Delta.
Thank you, mate.
Where is Paul up to? Paul's up to 15th. Remember, I was with Paul. So he's up to 15th. So I would have been with him in 16th probably. Matt McBride would have got me, yeah, but might not make it to the end. Yeah, we might not make it to the end. This is another thing. Is fuel going to be an issue? If it is, I'll have to start cutting the engine when we've got up to top speed down the straights and just coasting along if I have to. Alan now 1.7 behind. And I've got 2.3 litres of fuel, so I'm just going to start putting the engine a little bit just to save a bit of fuel. Very wide. 1 second to back off. It's not good. It's going to leave Alan right on us. Dario Raffitella is in the pits. So it's it might be that I can let Alan go. We'll have to see on exit. No, Dario's just come back out. So he was too tight on fuel. Had to make a splash and dash.
20th place.
Need to get rid of a slowdown. That's going to put Alan on my backside. He's going to go right around the outside of me.
Clear left.
In the Porsche. Shouldn't have been anywhere near him, to be honest.
All right, David, relax, focus, keep
So that
That's
is
5 minutes to go.
P20 in front of us. And it's not the last lap. That is a problem for me. I've short fueled it again, haven't I? We've lost the engine.
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 3.6.
Well, we might have saved a bit of fuel, but we lost the engine because I had it cut for so long. And we've lost our chance of catching Alan. We need to make it to the end of this race. Can't afford to pit. I think the race basically has gone on one lap longer than I expected because the leader is so far ahead. And I can't back off for the leader because the leader is, well, miles ahead. So we'll see. We've managed to get around this lap so far. You can see it says 1.7. I think I might be alright. I might be just about alright if I take it easy. Coast it in a couple of corners. Might just make it. Yeah, so annoying that Dario had to pit as well. So, like, if I say I didn't have the fuel problems, that puts Paul 14th. I would have been well and truly top 15. Thinks I've got one lap of fuel left now. Coasting into corners is fine. Bit of lift and coast just to try and get it round. I think it should be fine though. I think it should be fine now. But we can lift and coast later on if we need to.
The gap in front is now 6.2. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Slightly annoying that when I didn't compute that it won't be just me. It'd be the leader. So, you know, I'm so used to being lapped in this series, to be fair. So we're just going down into this corner. We're going on to the last lap now. Nice and gently into the corner. Yeah, one lap to go. Will we make it?
Very little fuel left. 21st. 1 more lap to go.
Very little fuel left and 1 lap to go. Can't use 10 litres of fuel, surely, in a lap. Have a look at the gaps around me. 6.3 back to Jovanovski. Need somebody to run out of fuel on this lap, really, don't we? Back towards us. We know it won't be Dario because he pitted. We're taking the risk because we need it. We need every point we can get. I'm going to keep pushing. Can somebody make a mistake? Quite often you do gain a position on the last lap or something, so keep pushing because you never know if somebody's going to run out of fuel, even though we think that might be us. It's only got a bit dark down here. .9 of a lap. Got to be alright on fuel now, haven't we? Feel like Alan is coming back towards us a little bit. see in a minute what the situation is. Obviously 3 silly mistakes by me and I would have been well in the top 20. Into the corner. Good exit. Might even set a PB on the final lap here. Keep us in 21st place. Let's keep going to the end. Godolphi has probably won it. Keep pushing to the end. Push, 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 push. How are we doing for fuel? 0.5, 0.5.
We're running on fumes, mate.
0.5. We are running on fumes, but what we need to do is get this car to the end. Because if somebody else has an issue, we're into that top 20 we wanted. Car behind, 3 seconds back. If I can get down this bit, there should be a chance to defend. But we're 0.4 of a lap of fuel, 3 litres to go. Maybe it does use 10 litres a lap. We've got a couple of cars in front actually. I think one's coming back towards us very quickly. Yeah, Paul Robson coming back towards us very quickly. He's either got damage or he's out of fuel. Is this going to save our top 20 position? Is this going to save our top 20? Right round him.
I gave you the position back.
That means don't give up to the end.
Yeah, I don't know. Have to see the
Isn't it? Jiminowski 2.1 behind us. We've got 2 litres in the tank, so we will get just about through. That cut to the engine is probably the best thing it could have done.
Earlier on, just missed my braking marker
And we're going to get out the final corner and we're going to come home in P20. We've done it.
Yellow flag.
Is that P20? Yes, it is.
P20. There we go. It's over. Bring it back round.
I'm not bringing it back round. A slow down lap will take forever. Look at that. That is amazing. P20 from P19 with 3 mistakes. That is amazing. 1 minute 56 behind. So if we take away those, you know, I must have lost at least 20 seconds. So I could have been 18th, 17th. I would have been in around Nuno and Dario, I think. So not too much lost from mistakes. Just made it damn sight harder. Thank God Paul ran out of fuel. It looked like. I'll find out. So we're now I'm just going to take a quick break. I'll be back in a second.
Great race, Tom, by the way. IDL. Yeah, man, that was wild. I'm like smiling through my screen right now. I didn't want to kill you, so I didn't want to like do anything stupid, you know. But the racing was ridiculous. Yeah, same. I mean, I think you were pretty generous to be fair with the room, but yeah, it was good fun. I didn't want to ruin your race either, to be fair. Did you make a mistake at the last corner? I missed it. Yeah, I made a mistake on the last chicane there. I took too much curve on the left hand side. I think I was in 3rd or 4th, and then it just spanned the car immediately. So not good. That's fair enough. I mean, that must be like the first big mistake you made all season. You've been so consistent, to be fair. I thought I was going to run out of fuel at one point. It said I had to pit twice. I was thinking,
So the first stint, I was whacking my fuel map down, but I don't know what was going on. I had plenty of fuel in the end.
Hello, I'm back. Sorry about that, everybody. My daughter was just coughing her head off and being a bit ill, so we're just checking on her. I actually got a message 5 minutes to go in that race, but didn't see it, so not ideal, but she'll be okay. So, P20, well happy with that. I'm not going to go... Well, shall we see if we can jump into the Discord and see if they want to speak to us? Let's just go across to... you're going off to do some Mazda laps. Yeah, no worries. If white doesn't come out, you have to pit. Yeah, we managed to make it somehow. Yeah, let's see if they want us into the broadcast.
Slowdowns, I think.
Stupid Collie show.
We have gone into the braking area.
Oh yeah, you hit into the back of you in front of me.
Yeah.
These guys are just talking a little
He only
bit.
just tapped you, or it could have been. I don't think it was netcode, but yeah, it wasn't. Didn't look like he was missed his braking marker by miles, but it was just enough to punt you off. You know.
Gonna think about.
I mean, he should have gone to the left side to not kick me out. So
yeah,
he used me like as a punching ball.
So we're just gonna.
I mean, I think that will be reported anyway. Not sure. Do I have to report him or how is this going? I mean, how is this...
Yeah. You put a penalty submission in.
Okay.
Useful links. You need to remember the lap that it happened.
Oh shit! I don't know. It
We're
should
just
be the
gonna
second one.
pop that.
Okay, luckily I've still got my replay open, so I'll find it for you.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Let's get back here.
Oh, I so much hate the Audi when it comes to fuel consumption. It had to fuel save the whole race, and it ruined basically my races. Oh yeah.
Move to the Porsche.
Yeah, next season, definitely.
Hey, David.
Hey.
Yeah, I just Matthew spawned before me, and I can't get anywhere, and then I have the meatball before I crossed the start finish line. So yeah, not sure. Yeah, some bad luck today, but it will be fine. So
Yeah, same for me, whole race.
that's enough. Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
Tom, did you find the lap number?
Yeah, it is lap 2.
Lap 2, thanks.
Lap 2, yeah, no worries. Sorry, I was about to say and then I got dragged out.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm just gonna watch it back now, see where he breaks. When does he break then?
Yeah, he did not break.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, he's coming in hot. He's coming in really hot. Yeah, you're dead. Yeah.
Yeah, Alberto
It's
now.
so fast with the Ferrari though. I mean, the Ferrari's just so crazy on the straights.
Yeah, I just fight before everybody stopped, and with the one Ferrari, and they, I was in the slipstream, and he paused me out of the slipstream, and I was in the slipstream. And I was, why?
Yeah, I had a few moments like that. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome for him. That's a good job. He's definitely he's had some up and down rounds actually, hasn't he? Like I think he's had some bad luck, I think, in some of the rounds. Yeah, no, got punted a couple of times, I think, or something like that. So this race was actually crazy fun. Like I was surprised how fun it was racing around here. I thought it might be a bit boring because everyone might get a bit spaced out, but I had some crazy battles with people for that. It's fun.
Not for.
Yeah, dude, get crew chief. You know, right. I have never, ever, ever filled my fuel, ever. It's crew chief just does it all, and it leaves me with like 4 or 5 liters every race after the finish. Yeah, I'd take the time to do it definitely because it just says you pull in and crew chief says, right, we'll fuel you to the end, and I'm like, cheers, crew chief. Okay, fine, and off we go.
Yeah.
Makes it a lot less stressful than having to worry about calculating it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Sixth in the end, yeah.
Wait. He was behind me.
What's going on with Engelhardt? He got disconnected again. Like almost
Oh,
every
no.
race, he gets disconnected.
Yeah, or some other bad luck, like he has to
That's a
refuel
shame.
or drive penalty in the last lap, like Red Bull Ring.
Yeah.
Oh man, but this race really was fun. I mean, I had much more fun compared to Red Bull Ring, but yeah, the whole fuel safety thing just ruins everything for me right now. I don't know. I just need too much fuel.
Yeah, fuel calculation would have been tricky.
Yeah, I was short on the first stint, and then the second was ruined by that. I mean, yeah.
The thing is, you can save so much fuel by being in someone's slipstream for 3 laps. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
so it was really I guess it was hard to judge how much you needed. I ended up with
saving like a liter. You're saving like a liter. That's really a lot.
Yeah, I ended up with like 8 or 9.
See you.
Okay, that's quite an achievement. So
Yeah, this track punishes you bad as well, because if the straights are so long, if you get a slowdown, you're screwed. You lose so much time.
Well, guys, I'm having a beer now and then go to bed. So
yeah,
see you
enjoy
next
your
week.
Guinness.
Yeah,
Thanks.
it sounds good.
Bye bye.
See you both.
Bye bye. See you next week.
Let's get back to my PC. I have to go into my kitchen.